believe any parent would agree that keeping their kids safe is one of the most important things they can do. That's why we spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on things like car seats, child-proofing our homes, baby gates, knee pads, helmets, and more. But did you know one of the absolute most important things you can do to protect your child is to make sure they have all of their vaccines? Childhood vaccinations are so important for the safety of your children as well as others. Some of the most dangerous threats to your children are the hazards they can't see. Vaccinations can help protect them from serious illness, disability, or even death. I have a 2-year-old daughter and a son on the way. Last March, my daughter was in the hospital and we were fearful that she may have contracted a very serious illness. There is nothing scarier than seeing your child in pain, and if there is anything I can do as a parent to prevent that, I will. Today, I'd like to review why vaccines are so critical for your children, how easy it can be to vaccinate your child, and the benefits of following the vaccination plan. So let's take a look at why vaccines are so critical for children. Unfortunately, diseases are still a major threat in the United States. However, there are 14 vaccinations recommended for children in the United States. While many of these diseases have been eradicated in this country, there are still serious threats in other parts of the world. Border lines don't keep diseases out, and the more unvaccinated children there within the population, the higher risk factor for the diseases becoming an epidemic once again. In the year 2014, the U.S. experienced a record number of measles outbreaks totaling 667 cases. Typically, measles are rare because there is a vaccine, but that year there was a large measles outbreak in the Philippines, and international travel combined with unvaccinated individuals caused the occurrence rate in this country to climb. The World Health Organization estimated that the total number of people contracting measles in Europe was down to 27,000 in the year 2010 versus 850,000 in the year 1980. The reduction in outbreaks was due to the measles vaccination. Children need vaccination protection at a young age. Infants are especially vulnerable since they have immature immune systems. The most effective way to keep your child safe is to follow the immunization schedule set forth by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, American Academy of Pediatrics, and the American Academy of Family Physicians. This schedule ensures all vaccinations are received by age 2 to help keep them protected through the first 2 years of their life. The landscape of medical risk is frightening with so many diseases in existence to harm our children. But let's take a look at how easy and safe it is to vaccinate your child. There have been many controversial discussions surrounding vaccinations, and parents are wondering if it is the right thing to do for their children. But science has found that vaccines are very safe. The United States takes great efforts to ensure the safety of all vaccines before ever giving one to a child. All vaccines go through an extensive testing in which scientists and medical professionals carefully evaluate each drug. There have been many studies about the possible link between vaccinations and autism. In recent years, this has been one of the most controversial topics and cause for parents to question following a vaccination schedule. However, scientists, physicians, and public health researchers have concluded that there is no association between vaccines and autism. The CDC schedule, however, is not set in stone, and there are times when a doctor or parent might choose to adopt an alternative schedule. Delaying vaccines, while not recommended, is sometimes a necessary risk. The AAP recommends against vaccinating a child with moderate to severe illness as their immune system has already been weakened. If a child is sick during their scheduled vaccination visit, a doctor may choose to delay treatment until the child is well. There is also the rare case that a child may be allergic to a vaccine or its ingredient. This would prevent the child from being eligible for the vaccination. To ensure vaccines are available to all who need them, most insurance companies cover the cost of vaccinations. For individuals without health insurance, vaccines may be available through the Vaccines for Children program. Studies have shown vaccination rates are lower amongst non-urban residents, so so efforts are being made to increase awareness and availability to all rural areas as well. Finally, let's review the benefits of vaccines. Some parents believe refusing to vaccinate your child is a selfish one. Whether for personal, religious, or financial decisions, the benefits of vaccinating completely outweigh any nominal risks. Vaccinating gives you the power to protect your baby. In complying with the immunization schedule, you are doing the most important work to ensure your baby's health against unseen viruses. A healthy baby means fewer sick days for everyone. This in turn means less days away from school and or work. And ensuring your child is healthy helps to protect the people in your family, in your community, and your friends. If a loved one is sick and cannot be vaccinated, or someone you know has a newborn baby too young for a specific vaccine, ensuring your child's vaccines are up to date protect them as well. Let's summarize what we have just discussed involving vaccinations. In conclusion, vaccinations are critical for the safety of your children, your neighbors, your friends, your family, and your own peace of mind. There are programs available to help ensure vaccines are accessible to all. Scientists have ensured they are safe and effective for our kids, and the number of outbreaks continues to decrease when your parents comply with the vaccination schedule. Take the time to discuss vaccines with your pediatrician. Let them know if you have any concerns. Talk through the options best suited for your family. And rest easy at night, because not only did I rest easy at night because not only did I buy one of the top-rated car seats around, but I ensured my daughter was vaccinated on the appropriate schedule against 14 frightening diseases. That's 14 less reasons to worry, and as a parent, I take every reason I can get. Thank you.